Welcome to the Huddle. I'm your host, Walter Strong. If you're new here and you want to find your passion, your purpose on YouTube, broaden your reach and impact on through influence through online video, we want to welcome you to the show. Also, if you're new, we want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Click the alert notification when we go live so you'll alerted when we post a video or go do a live stream so you can watch it and it will add value to your life. This morning, we have another dynamic guest on the Huddle. Nothing but the best for the Huddle community. And so let me just read his bio this morning. I mean, there's just so much here, but we're gonna pull out just about all the important parts out of this as much as we can, but here we go. Today's guest is a possibility-patarian who believes no matter how challenging things are, you can raise your sights and see the possibilities, always looking for them because they are always there. He was born and raised in the Bronx, New York. I'm in Long Island, New York, so he in the Bronx, got the Bronx in the house. He is an author, speaker, coach who specializes in helping people identify and eliminate the obstacles that stand in their way. He is the author of the book, When Things Go Wrong, You Don't Go Wrong with Them. He is author of the book also of Become a Possibility Thinker. He is a certified change works master practitioner and it's great performance coach. Our guest today is dedicated to helping people be able to live their lives to the best, to the fullest potential through coaching, speaking, and through the gift of writing. This morning on the Huddle, we want to welcome the one, the only, Mr. Chris Gloss.
Good
morning, sir.
Hey, good morning, champion. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be a part of the Huddle. I am so excited to be here and to spend this time with you and speak with your audience, man. Just thank you so much, champion.
Hey, man, we are truly humbled here in the Huddle community. And those of you who are watching this morning, let us know in the chat where you're watching us from. And those of you who will watch the replay, we want to say good morning to you as well. Chris, do me a great favor and just let our viewers know a little about yourself, how you found your passion and purpose as a content creator.
Wow, what a great question to start with, because when I think about how did I get to this place, right? And it's appropriate for what we're going to be talking about. It's something that John Maxwell said, you fail your way to success. Right. So I always knew I had this thing about being able to speak to groups of people and be able to make connections with people through a message. When I was in the military, I was selected to speak to different groups and leaders. I was chosen to do that a lot. And even when I was in junior high school, being selected as valedictorian. So if you look throughout my life, there's always been a thread there. Right. And then over the years, I just worked and kind of developed it. Being able in Georgia to go speak to different prisons throughout the entire state of Georgia, different jails, helping people that were physically locked up to be free in their mind and to be able to turn their lives around. So I began to see that pattern and just begin to develop and work with it and connect it with this wonderful, amazing mentor of mine, Les Brown, and was able to unlock a lot of the gifts, talents, and abilities on the inside of me to begin to share more with people.
Wow. Les Brown, man, let me tell you something. That man is a legend. Just kind of going off script for a minute. I remember when I first saw him in person back in Detroit, Michigan, I waited in line for about 45 minutes in the rain just to see him in person, just to confirm some stuff I already knew was inside me, but you just need that coach just to be able to confirm. And it was 45 minutes and then those hours of just sitting there, well worth it. So Les Brown, that's a legend there. He is a legend. Let me go ask you about tip number one. We're talking about why failure is not final. Failure is a building block to your next levels of success. Why is that tip so important for us as content creators in YouTube and just creating content, in your opinion?
Yeah, so whatever we do in life, here's something I want people to write down and never forget this particular point. All roads to success go through failure. I want you to write that down. All roads. No matter what kind of success you're trying to achieve as a content creator, as a speaker, as a writer, as an author, no matter what you're doing, all roads are going to go through failure, because failure is the thing that helps make you get better. There's this phrase I love to use in my training classes. I like to tell my classes, and if you want to get gooder and gooder,
right?
Now don't look that up. Don't look it up, because you're not going to find it. But if you want to get gooder and gooder at doing anything, failure is going to be your teacher. Failure is going to be your friend in order to get better at anything. So it's those building blocks. Anytime that you fail at doing something, there's a lesson there. Right. So, and it depends on your relationship to failure. So that's another important thing I want you to jot down real quick. I want you to answer this question after this broadcast. What's your personal relationship with failure? If you look at failure as a teacher, you're going to do well. You're going to be able to hit the success that you're looking for as a content creator. It'll help you stay focused on keeping the main thing the main thing. It's a teacher, it's a guide, it's a mentor, if you have the right relationship. If you have the wrong relationship with failure, here's what's going to happen. You're going to give up, cave in, quit, and throw in the towel, because you're not taking advantage of the lessons learned. You cannot identify one person on YouTube that has achieved massive success that has not failed their way to that point. It was not always cupcakes and unicorns. They were able to take the lessons learned, something that Walter mentioned a moment ago, get the mentoring that they needed, the coaching that they needed, because you can't see the picture if you're standing in the frame. Take that information and continue to go and grow, get gooder and gooder, and become your best, using failure as building blocks to success.
Man, that is so powerful, because I remember first starting on YouTube and you're listening to guys like Sean Cannell, Nick Nimmin, Roberto Blake, and they would share their stories, especially Nick Nimmin, and how he first started out on YouTube and how he went through a period of time of experiencing failure and experiencing burnout, but was able to then, like you said, the right perspective or right relationship, which I love how you say that, and then say, this didn't work out, but here's what I need to do different so that it can become a building block. And then the second thing, and you've probably heard it at some point in time, just like as I have, about it's okay to be able to make your first 100 crappy videos, because not that you're trying to make them bad on purpose, but to understand that you're going to make some mistakes. You may fail at the camera being turned the wrong way, and you don't sound good or look good on video, but it's a building block for the next video that's going to take off.
Yeah, and it's powerful. I was just thinking about, as you were speaking, a quote came to mind that Les Brown said. He said that anything that's worth doing is worth doing badly. Now let that sink in for a second. Right, when you talk about those crappy videos, because here's what we've been taught. Anything that's worth doing is worth doing right. That's true if you know how to do it. But if you don't know how to do it, it's worth doing badly until you get it right. The lessons that you will learn to continue to do it. You will never be satisfied. Here's the truth, Walter. We will never be satisfied with any video that we create. Trust me on this. A year from now, you look back on the videos today, you be like, oh my God, really? Did I really do that? Right? 5 years from now, when you start achieving the success you want, you'll look back on these videos and be like, man, I thought I had it all together. No, but you can't worry about that. You can't let trying to start out on top make your decision to continue to go or not. Just keep doing it, keep going. You're going to get better and better as you continue to strive for that excellence, but don't be afraid of getting it wrong along the way. Don't be afraid of failure. Fail your way to success.
We're talking about 5 tips this morning on why failure is not final on YouTube if you're just starting out as a content creator. If you're watching us in the chat on YouTube or Facebook, as it's been shared on other social media channels, we're also on Twitter this morning. Just drop down in the chat or in the comment section, #failure is not final. Tip number 2, Chris, failure helps you to get focused. I thought I was focused in that movie with Jackie Chan and with Jaden Smith, the Karate Kid. Me, my man says, "I'm focused." Is your focus needs more focus. My focus needs more focus. Why is failure such a good teacher to help me get focused?
I love it, man. Hey, so first, I want you to write down focus, FOCUS, forever on course until successful. So when we think about being focused, it's just about being on course. Let's take the pressure off of it. Focus is forever on course until successful. It's about staying on course, right? And the more that you can stay on course, that's what's going to help you out. I was having a conversation with Walter behind the scenes, and especially when it comes to content creation, we tend to focus on a lot of things that we see to determine our success, like views. We stay focused on views. And as you're a small content creator, a new content creator, you're not going to see the type of engagement that you want to see in the beginning. So it makes it easy to quit. But here's the deal. Here's what I want you to focus on. Now, write this down. This is a tip I learned from one of the big guys, right? Focus on your catalog. Write that down. Focus on your catalog. Just keep creating content. Keep documenting. Stay in creation mode, because what's going to happen is when it does happen, when you get the big opportunity and everybody finds out who you are, they will be able to consume so much content because you have created a catalog that's going to lead you to massive success. They will be able to binge it. Here's the picture. Imagine this for a second. Imagine you are Netflix and you have all these videos to watch. So while people are waiting for your next great video to be released on Friday, they have a ton of content that they can view because you have a catalog. So don't base your success off of the views, especially when you're small and you're growing. Just keep creating content, because when it does happen for you, having that catalog is going to propel you far into the future and far closer to the results that you're looking for having.
Hey, this is such powerful principles that you can not only just use as a content creator on YouTube, but in life. If you're getting great value out of this discussion on 5 tips on why failure is not final, do me a favor. Hit the like button, smash the like button, punch the like button by clicking the thumbs up button, share us on your favorite social media channel, because this is stuff that we all need, especially in 2022, if you want to crush your goals that you set, because we still in January, but this is going to help you crush your goals in 2022. Smash the like button. I'll tell you, this is good.
Hey,
go ahead.
Real quick. So, Walter, one of the things that's interesting, that this is the 22nd. I was doing research on Google, and one of the things I found out, most people quit their New Year's resolutions and those beginning of year's goals on the 19th. So I think this is perfect timing for this conversation and for this broadcast that you're having. So those people that feel kind of defeated, that they can watch this and stay in the game. And there's something that I wish everyone can do some research on, is that word defeat. The beauty of defeat. Now, most people think that's negative, but defeat allows you to have a blank canvas to begin again, to continue doing whatever it is that you want to do. So this is perfect timing for this content that you're creating, Walter, and people need to subscribe right now and don't miss a message, so that you can get the fuel that you need to stay in the game when you don't want to stay in the game. So this is really great timing, Walter.
He giving us this morning the breakfast of champions. Let me tell you something. This is some good stuff here. I'm going to smash the like button myself when I get a chance. Where we at, man? Let me tell you. Failure, tip number 3, failure helps you gain new knowledge, new insight. Break that down for us, Chris.
One of the beautiful things about, just like I was just sharing about defeat, is write this down for this one, team. Write this down. that you need to identify what's not working. See, forget about what's working. See, there's something that I learned when I was in the contracting world for a long time. And one of the lessons I learned is don't focus just on everything that's working right. Learn how to, because that's what's working isn't going to kill everything. It's not going to stop your business. It's not going to stop the flow. It's not going to stop the engagement in the direction that you're going. It's what's not working. You got to identify what's not working. Now, here's the beauty of it. It's not coming from a negative perspective or a negative mindset. When you identify what's not working, you can do something about it. Now, here's a key thing. I was talking with Walter behind the scenes, and we had a great conversation around this also, is when you start looking at your analytics. So as a content creator, no matter what platform you're using, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, no matter whether you're creating vlogs or blogs, every platform you use are going to have some analytics for how people are consuming your information. And it helps you identify what's not working. Once again, you personally may not understand because you're new how to interpret it, but that's why it's important to connect with people like Walter. Walter has some heavy YouTube hitters in his catalog. What I recommend, go back and watch some of those videos in his catalog, because what you're going to uncover is how to read those analytics and how to make those small adjustments to get to where you are. So I want you to write this down and do some research about this. Logical negative assessment. Logical negative assessment. It helps you begin to identify what's not working, because what's not working is the thing that's going to cause you to quit. What's not working is going to cause you never to get in front of your audience that needs your information. What's not working is going to cause you to pay attention to the things that's not going to help you to grow. So if you can identify what's not working, it's going to help lead you to the place where you want to be. It will remove the gap, the distance that's keeping you from the destination that you want to be, if you decide to do that, so that you can see the results that you're looking for.
Just gonna let that breathe for a moment. Normally I say, if you're getting great value, just let that breathe for a moment. Breathe, let that breathe. Hashtag breathe for me in the chat.
Breathe.
Hashtag let that breathe. You want to be successful in 2022? Watch the replay of this. Let me tell you something. Watch the replay. Hashtag replay.
Replay squad. Replay squad.
Hashtag replay squad for us. Put hashtag replay squad 2022. We ain't quitting up in here.
Ain't no quit. Ain't no quitting over here.
No quit. Let me tell you, no quit. No, what was the? See, I watch too many movies, Chris. I'd be like, no retreat, no retreat, no surrender, no retreat, no surrender.
Hey,
that's Battle Los Angeles.
what they said about the captain, and he went to the shores and he instructed all the soldiers to burn the ships.
Yeah,
because we ain't going nowhere. We're not going back. We either gonna win or we end it all right here. Right? We're gonna make that stand.
And you're right, and that's the mindset as content creators, and I dare say, as a good husband, as a good father, and a good son. If we want to go on manhood stuff, burn the ship, bro. We ain't going nowhere. We stand with the family in 2022.
Right. You got to make that stand. You got to stand your ground. As they say today, you got to stand in your square. Right. Even as a content creator, because you're going to have opposition against your message. And even the opposition against your message will make you feel like a failure because you feel like you don't belong. Here's a quote I want somebody to write down in the chat. It came from Drake. Drake said, when you're custom made, you won't fit in. So as a content creator, just because you don't fit in with the in crowd, with the cool kids club, that's where you should learn how to feel comfortable being uncomfortable in those particular moments, because you're not failing because you don't fit in. You're actually in a position to soar because you have something that's unique, separate, and different than what everybody else is doing. And it can help you keep that mindset to stay in the game, to be successful.
Say it with me. Hashtag breathe. This is good.
Hashtag breathe.
Tip number 4. Failure can help you to encourage others. Because you're encouraging me, Chris.
Hey,
you're encouraging me. Break that down for us.
That's beautiful. And when I first learned about this particular tip, what was really speaking to me is the power of reading or the power of audiobooks. Because here's something Mike Murdoch said. He said that you can learn in a few hours what it took someone 20 years to learn. Let that sink in for a second. You can learn in a few hours. You can invest 5 hours into a book or an audio book and get the knowledge what it took somebody 20, 30 years to learn. See, your failure and your experiences will shorten the distance to success for other people. Pay attention to that. When you share your testimony or you share your content that you're creating, it's helping people get their result faster. And that's a beauty right there. That the more that you can help your audience get the results that they're looking for faster, more efficient, the more they're going to stay plugged in, the more they're going to engage, the more they're going to invest with you because you're helping them get the results. You're removing the obstacles that's standing in their way, that's keeping them from where they want to be, having what they want to have, doing what they want to do. And if you can remove those things for them, they're going to engage more, invest more, hang out more, share more. So that's a secret there. And it's about learning that your message, don't let your message scare you. Your message is for you to help others remove the boundaries that's keeping them where they are. So you will actually shorten the distance by sharing your failures and your mistakes. It's nothing to be afraid of. Remember some of the things that we've talked about. They're building blocks for you. It's the path to success for you. It's the path to getting there. It's the journey. Write that word down. It's the journey. Because your audience that you're creating content for is on a journey, and you are removing the obstacles that are standing in their way. So share that story, share your experience, and it'll shorten the distance and encourage others to become all that they want to be, do, and have in life.
That's the quote of the day. Don't let your mess scare you, but let it be turned into the message to encourage someone else. That, man. Put that on your social media.
Put that on the shirt, right? Put that on the shirt. Don't let your
man.
message.
That's your quote right there, man. Make the shirt. I already got the huddle now, so but make the shirt for me. I will buy the first one. Don't be scared of your mess.
Hey, can we bring that to life real quick, especially for YouTube content creators?
Yes.
What that looks like, Walter, is when you create that video and you get one view.
Oh, yes, sir.
Now let's talk now. This is family conversation right now. You get one view, and the only engagement you get is a dislike.
Ooh, or that person to say,
"Come on now,
you getting all them? You say you gonna get all these views, man. How come I don't see nobody clicking on your video?"
Right, and you hearing that negative conversation coming at you, right? That's the mess that you're gonna be afraid to create another video. The fear is going to grip you and say, "Hey, why are you creating videos? Who are you creating this for? Don't nobody want to hear from you. Nobody want to listen to you. Nobody cares about what you're talking about." That's the mess. The mess. You got to take that mess, put a spotlight on it, put the flashlight on it, post a video about how you're feeling in that moment. Create that content because your audience is experiencing the same thing. Here's what I want you to write down. You are not alone.
This is true.
Whatever mess you're experiencing, turn it into a message because somebody can connect to it. So that's what's real. That's what we're all experiencing as content creators, where our quote unquote failures can scare you from hitting that go live button. Have you ever been challenged with that, Walter, where you didn't want to click that go live button?
Oh yeah. Many times. But you know what? It helps me to understand that what I'm going through, like you said, I'm not alone, and there's someone else who has that same pain point, who is my niche audience that can identify with that.
Absolutely.
And it's just a matter of just, like you said, see, I gotta give you another movie quote. If you've ever seen Rush Hour, when he had the little Chinese girl and Chris Tucker and them, And the girl, they said, go ahead, push the button. Push the button. The girl says, yeah, go ahead, push the button. Gotta push the go live button. Even in the midst of your mess. If you think it's gonna blow up, still push the button. Because it is gonna blow up the right way.
I love it. I love it. I love it. See, this is why your show is so important, because this is the kind of talk that you can have in the huddle. It's that, come on in, everybody come in, everybody gather around. Let's talk. Right. Let's get this Let's get these things taken care of here in the huddle. So when we break from the huddle, we can go out there and get the things that we need to get done.
That's right. Because, hey, look, if you want to be the GOAT like Tom Brady in content creation and have 7 Super Bowl rings, put the spotlight on the mess. And allow the mess to be the message for your target audience, the one you want to find your niche audience for. So it'll blow up. Like, man, hashtag let it brave.
Let it brave.
Let it brave. Let it brave. Smash the like button. Share this on your favorite social media channel. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel where we help you to broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video, we want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Tip number 5, failure pushes you to persevere. Break that down for us, Chris.
Another beautiful thing about failure is mindset. Everybody write mindset down. Mindset. Failure will help you develop the mindset of a thermostat, not a thermometer. And this is very important. Because when you think about a thermometer can only read and tell you what the temperature is. So it goes with whatever's happening around it. It has no control of its destination. It can only absorb and let you know what it's experiencing. But failure is not designed to make you a thermostat. That's not designed for you to be a thermometer. Think about a thermometer as a comfort zone. Because in that comfort zone, you're not taking any action. And here's what we know about the comfort zone, that it's a great place to visit, but no growth happens there. Nothing is happening inside of that comfort zone. That's the thermometer. Now, failure wants to help you become a thermostat. What's so powerful about that, Chris? The thermostat is where you set the temperature. The thermostat is where you determine where you want to go. The thermostat says, I need all this equipment to start working together right now to get to that destination. See, failure will get you there if you pay attention to the lessons failure is trying to teach you along the way. If you pay close attention and let failure be your teacher, let failure help you get your mess into a message. If you do that, that's going to be the key to help drive the success that you're looking for. Because that mindset of a thermostat, once that thermostat is set, it's 30 degrees outside, but it's not 30 degrees on the inside. And here it's roughly around cool 68, between 68 and 70 degrees. Why? Because that's where the thermostat is set, and everything goes working together like a conspiracy to get to that particular point. And once it gets there, it maintains itself there. Now, I want you to write this down in your notes. It's easy to obtain. It's difficult to maintain. Failure will teach you to maintain, because failure is teaching you, hey, don't go there. Hey, don't hang around those people. Hey, create a budget, watch your finances. Failure, because you've been there, done that. You got the t-shirt for it. That's what your mess is all about. But your message, your path to the future, the hope, the desires, the perseverance, the tenacity, staying outside your comfort zone. Failure is the teacher. It's the best teacher. It's the sensei. It's the master teacher. And it all connects to, that's why you got to hang around the huddle, because in the huddle, you can get the messages from other people's failure to shorten the distance so that you don't have to go through what they went through. See, Walter is trying to share with you, hey, look ahead. Here's some things that's on that road and that highway. Remember what I said earlier, all paths, all roads, all highways go through failure to success. And Walter is letting you know there are some pitfalls and some things that are happening on that road that you can't avoid. If you want to, you can't avoid it, listen to the stories, listen to the experts that he's bringing, because what could impact your perseverance is ignorance. And ignorance just means not knowing.
Mm-hmm.
So by watching the huddle, you get all the information you need to become that thermostat so that you can set the course and identify the path that you're going to take so that you can arrive at your destination at the point in time you want to be there. Become a thermostat. Write that down in your notes. I am a thermostat.
Mm-hmm. That's powerful.
Hashtag thermostat, right?
Hashtag thermostat. Hashtag I am a thermostat.
Yes.
You are setting the temperature. It may be cold outside here on the East Coast. You may be down in the South with 4 inches of snow that you typically don't see. Hashtag I am a thermostat. I set the temperature around here as God has given me the grace to do. Man, this is powerful. This is powerful. If you need to put this on as you get ready to make your next live stream and go live for Vlogmas in March, put this on and keep this in your ears. So when you get ready to do your 31 videos and you feel like quitting after the 10th video on the 10th day, put this on. Let me tell you something, Chris, man, this is powerful. And for those of you who will watch the replay of us and will get this far, I want to give our viewers a bonus tip. And what came to my mind was failure gives you empathy for others. Why is it? Because sometimes when we do arrive and we do get those 5,000 views and we get those 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, and now we think we've arrived, we gotten that silver play button, and then we fail to have empathy for others. Why is that so important?
I think some of the things that I learned over the years is this thing about the great balance of life. Mm-hmm. There was a writer that once wrote that God hides the treasures, everything that you're looking for. He hides it in the hearts of other people. And what you got to do is figure out the combination to unlock it, to be able to go to wherever you want to go. Zig Ziglar says it like this: if you help enough other people get what they want, you get what you want. Right? So empathy is the great equalizer, because you can never forget, but based off your experiences, what other people are going through. And it's the great equalizer because it helps you stay connected, because what you went through, others are going to experience. So you can be able to relate, especially empathy, because empathy isn't just thinking how other people feel. You know how they feel, and you could place yourselves in their shoes. So you know what they're experiencing, so you can have a deeper connection with them. John Maxwell says it like this: everyone communicates, but few connect. It's in the connection that you get the opportunity to unlock the things that you want to do most. I really believe Zig Ziglar had it right. If you help enough other people get what they want, you can get what you want. And the key, the path, the secret key, the master key, however you want to think about it, is empathy.
Yes. Harry the Big Dog says empathy for others. Well said, my man. And thank you this morning for being a part of the Huddle community. As you continue to go on your journey as a content creator, we are truly grateful for you taking time out your schedule just to be able to watch and to share this content with others. Chris, man, this has been so powerful for the sake of time, because we want to condense this so the person will say, oh, this is too long. No. We're going to keep this where oh yeah, if you can watch 30 minutes of The Flash, 30 minutes of Designated Survivor, 30 minutes of The Office, we're going to keep this at 30 minutes so you can enjoy this, because this is powerful. Where can our audience get more information and connect with you as a content creator?
Hey, you could just search any social media platform at Chris Gloss, and you will be able to connect with me, or you can always visit chrisgloss.com. That's CHRISGLOSS.com, and go ahead and connect with me. I would love to connect with you and help you out along your journey, remove the obstacles that are standing in your way.
Hey, man, Chris, there it is. You want to connect with this man right here. This is the coach. This is the coach you want when you're doing Vlogmas or those goals you set, like he said, by the 19th day of the month of January, you ready to throw in the towel. This is the coach you want to call, you want to connect with, because he gonna help you. Call a brother up, hook a brother up. He waiting for the call. Question of the day: what stepping stones, what building blocks is failure and your mistakes helping you to build to be successful in YouTube 2022? Drop in the chat in the comment section if you're watching the replay, and let us know. Whatever that pain point is, let us know, and we'll certainly support you and encourage you that you will be able to crush it in 2022. And so, Chris, we want to thank you again for just being a part of the Huddle experience in the month of February. I kept saying I need to get a fifth guest for top Black content creators. So if your schedule was open in February, please let me know. We would love to bring you back on, because we want to highlight, all respect to the former President Barack Obama, all respect to the late Dr. Martin Luther King. We need other men of color and people of color to see successful Black content creators like Chris. So we would love to definitely have you on in the month of February.
Would love to be here.
All right. So, hey, we're going to go ahead and shut this puppy down. But, hey, failure is not final. And as we close out, we always say many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is God's purpose that will prevail in your life. Make a quality decision today, and I'll let God's purpose prevail in your life. We will see you on Wednesday night, 9:15, with another edition of the Huddle. God bless.